I know what you must be thinking, right? You must be thinking, wow, what an idiot. What a dumb idiot. 42-year-old woman who doesn't understand basic economics or home economics, right? And you would be correct. All right, friends, I had lunch. I'm feeling refreshed. I have hydrated. Things are great. And I think it is safe to cross off lower cabinets and drawers here today. But now there's more. But wait, there's more. Let's get the refrigerator cleaned out. If you are somebody who is very triggered by food waste, this is not the video for you, friend. I think it's safe to click away now. Forget this is happening. Pretend like this isn't a thing that is going to occur, and just move on. Just say goodbye now. It was really nice to be working with you today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and goodbye. But for those of you who want to see some intense food waste, some embarrassing food waste, let's go. As discussed in prior videos, I have a shopping problem. I have an ADHD problem. I am now medicated, kind of. I'm microdosing Adderall. So I'm on like a very baby dose. So I'm trying to be medicated for my ADHD. I am trying to reduce my impulsivity when it comes to shopping and buying things without a plan. But I am not there yet, so here we go. This butter I also am assuming is bad. I will have to get more butter the next time we go to Costco. I also know that many of you have highly recommended that I please, for the love of God, stop shopping at Costco. I'm going to explain why I refuse to stop shopping at Costco. Okay, I'm just going to have to put a bunch of this stuff over here. The reason that I don't want to stop shopping at Costco is because, first of all, I just kind of like Costco. Like, I like the vibes, I guess you could say. Also, they do have a lot of things there that I really like and that my family really likes. And so because of that, I feel like I should be allowed to keep shopping at Costco, right? However, maybe I need some rules for when I shop at Costco. One great rule for shopping at Costco would be to only buy items at Costco that I already know we like. Because buying something new at Costco like this is a risk. It's a big risk. Now, we happen to like these. My husband happened to have liked these. This is the only one left. The others were actually consumed. Oh, yes, I know. It's on purpose. It's on. I know. Okay. It is a risk. It's a risk. So like if I see something exciting at Costco, I should not buy it unless I can find a smaller size of it somewhere else to try first. Okay, that was wet. That's disgusting. I don't know why it was wet or what it was wet with, but it was wet. So I feel like that's a good rule, right? Like we're not going to try new things in bulk, right? Unless it's something we know we're absolutely going to use the crap out of, we should not buy it in bulk. Like my half and half, I can buy 500 of these and I know we're going to use them all. So that's fine. Ranch dressing, this one is not from Costco, but if I am at Costco again, I know that I can safely buy Costco size ranch and we'll be fine. Now, Costco size cottage cheese. Would you please? I know you're open. I'm right here. Thank you. Now, the Costco size cottage cheese. This is a tough one. This one's still fine, but I'm on a diet, right? I'm on a protein kick. I'm trying to lose weight. So we've talked about aspirational food before. This is an aspirational food. Now, I do like cottage cheese. I'm fine with cottage cheese. But if I have other options, like cottage cheese is not the first thing that I reach for. Also, this is another this is not from Costco. This is from Walmart. These little salads. Again, aspirational. I think it's something that I should eat, that I should take to work with me for lunch. This is expired by like a whole week. Here's another thing that I do that I need to stop, that many of you have pointed out and that I understand. So these items, right? So this Jell-O, this particular yogurt, and these balanced break things. I order these from Walmart. I can't get them at Costco. I wish Costco sold these because we go through so many of them, and I wish Costco sold this particular Chobani yogurt, but they don't. But anyway, as you can see, I have a boatload of this, and I also have, oh my gosh, I have a boatload of these, right? Because every time I put in an order, Walmart will do this thing where it's like, oh, don't forget your usuals. And I'm just like, oh, okay, I won't forget my usuals. Click. And then I order more. And then we have so much, so much. And that would be fine, except sometimes it's too much because we do go through it a lot, right? Like we will eat all of these before they expire, for sure. But I feel like I'm in this place of like chaos in my brain where, because the refrigerator has been so crazy and so messed up, I just found another one. Because it's been so crazy and so messed up, I actually just don't even know how many we have. But I do know that if we run out of these items, my daughter will freak out, right? Like if we don't have this yogurt or one of these, she will lose her mind. And so I just want to always have them and not risk running out. Now, this is also a mindset that I need to be, this like goes back to my apocalypse mindset of like overbuying everything just in case. Right? Like, oh, just in case things happen, or just in case, blah, blah, blah. Like, what is the just in case for not having this, right? Let's say this morning I noticed, oh my gosh, this is my daughter's other favorite yogurt. We are running out of this. This is the last one. I better put in an order. But worst case scenario, like where I pick her up from her daycare, it is literally 2 minutes away from a grocery store. 2 minutes away from a grocery store where I could find that, or I could find these. Like, I'm not living in the middle of a forest somewhere. Like, I don't have to trek for 2 days to get to a store. Like, I know of people who live in such a rural part of the state that it would take them like 2 hours to get from their farm to a big box store like a Walmart or a grocery store or something. For those people, sure, stock up like this. Like, oh my gosh, definitely stock up like this. But for somebody like me who has to drive past at least 2 grocery stores every single day, like, what am I afraid of? What is the fear? Why? So I need to like really think about this. A couple of people have given great suggestions about thinking about or keeping a list. I do keep many notes in my phone, so many notes in my phone. I have too many notes. My husband, I was gonna say he just asked for more blue cheese because we didn't have any blue cheese, but we do have blue cheese, but it's expired. But really, like, what is blue cheese other than moldy cheese? Here's the other thing that I probably should do. You guys have given me a lot of great advice, even though it's very embarrassing. But what I should do, besides making a grocery list, or maybe even keeping like a physical grocery list here, is that I should look in the refrigerator and the pantry before I go to the grocery store. Like before I go anywhere, before I purchase anything, I should do a quick scan, see what we already got before I buy more. smoked salmon is probably, well, this is open. That's disgusting. No, Archie. This is all bad. See, this was another Costco situation. Oh, here's the other problem with Costco, right? So my son, everyone, but he in particular this was his thing, will go through phases, right? Where it's like, oh my gosh, I like this. And anytime he tells me something he likes, I'm like, sweet, let me buy a boatload of it, because he never tells me what he likes. And then he complains that we don't have any food. So when he says something, I'm like, yes, I will get you whatever you want. You just have to tell me what you want. So I get him a boatload, and then he gets like, he's over it, right? He's done. He's burnt out on it. So that's the other problem with Costco. So we are chugging along. This is a little bit sad. I'm not sure which of these fish fillets is the newer one. There was a fish dish from last week, and then there's a fish dish from this week with my Tovala oven, and I don't know which one is which, and that really upsets me a lot. Actually, I got a Tovala oven, by the way, not sponsored, but I do have a customer code. Like anybody who has a Tovala oven would have the same type of code. I have a code. If you would like to get a free Tovala oven and try the meals, you would have to pay for the meals, but you would get the free oven. I highly recommend it, because I am somebody who struggles so hard with planning my food and cooking food. Like, we did HelloFresh for a long time, and I liked the meals. My family really liked the meals, but they were, even though everything came all together, like, you still had to do a lot of chopping. You still had to do a lot of prep work. The Tovala meals are incredible. The amount of prep work is like, the other day I had a meal where I had to slice like 4 mushrooms. That was it. That was it. That was the whole prep. Like, I had to slice 4 mushrooms. Everything else was all set up, all ready to go. I had like teriyaki chicken with rice and broccoli yesterday. That was super satisfying, super good. Took me 30 seconds to prep it, stick it in the oven. And then the cleanup also is incredible, right? Like, once you're done, it comes in these little tins. You just pop them right in the recycling. Like, no mess, no issues. So if you're interested in something like that, check out my code. Like I said, I think free oven. You will have to pay for the meals, but you can get like 4 meals and try it. It's not like, you don't have to pay $150 or something for 8 meals that you'll never eat. Like, you can try a couple and see if you like it. All right, here we are. Okay, this fruit is fine. The fruit is fine. The meat drawer is not fine. Okay, now this is the second. It's okay, we're learning, okay? We're bringing awareness and we're learning. It's not a sin, it is a waste, but it's okay, we're learning. This is the second pack of hamburger patties that I've had to throw away. Again, when I buy groceries, sometimes I buy them and I'm like, what would be an easy thing to make? Like, if we had a night when nobody wanted to cook, nobody had any energy, like, what's something easy that we could just throw on the grill or on the stove or whatever? And burgers comes to mind, right? I like burgers. My husband likes burgers. My son likes burgers. Like, we like burgers. Hot dogs, same thing. But the problem when you buy something like burger patties without a specific plan, without a specific like, oh, we are going to eat this on Tuesday, right? Or we're going to eat this on whatever day. When you do that, this happens. And so I really, again, I need to be more intentional. I have told my husband, this was another one of those things. It was a just in case from Costco that cost me $14. That's just going right in the trash. So anyway, I told my husband a few months ago, I was like, listen, friend, I am so burnt out. I am not going to be in charge of dinner anymore. I don't eat dinner. I eat all of my calories like in the morning and the afternoon. You like to have dinner. Our son likes to have dinner. why don't you be in charge of dinner, right? Like I'm happy to, like the Tovala meals actually are a big hit right now. So that is a shift. But I did tell him like, hey, if you are really interested in figuring out like, or if you're really particular about what you want for dinner, like why don't you figure out dinner? So what he has done, which I appreciate, is that he now goes to this like Mexican grocery store that opened up near our house, like between where he works and where we live. So they have like ceviche and they have carne asada and soups and all kinds of stuff, all kinds of meats and soups and amazing stuff that he really likes. And so sometimes I forget that like he has dinner covered now, like it's up to him. He is doing dinner. And so I don't need to buy all of these like just in case items as much anymore. You know what I mean? That are just going to go bad. So he has that covered. I have to like let go and believe that and trust that and not feel responsible for that. And then if I'm going to buy something like hamburgers, he and I need to have a conversation. Like we need to communicate and I need to say like, hey, would you like to grill burgers on Tuesday night? Right? And then if he says, yes, that sounds like a lovely idea, then I can buy the burgers. But if I don't communicate with him that I just bought burger patties for dinner on Tuesday, he is going to go to the Mexican store and buy what he wants, right? And that's fine. That's what I want him to do. But I still need to adjust my behavior and my patterns and my habits. And I have not. Like I haven't, my therapist calls it like updating your files, right? Like if you had a computer and there were a bunch of files in there that were like old policies and like plans from 2025 and now it's the middle of 2026 and your company is updating all of their policies and now you have to have new procedures and new, whatever. The same thing with how your life runs, right? How your relationships run, how your family runs, how your refrigerator runs, how your dinners run, right? Like I wanted to give him back that responsibility and he took it, but I didn't update my files fully, right? I'm still operating on like half the old system and half the new system. And that is leading to a boatload of food waste. So time to update my files. All right, this bag is getting rather full, unfortunately. So I'm gonna start a new bag because this one's gonna be too heavy. Okay, let's keep going. This is fine now. This cheese drawer, again, Costco. This is all just, again, like stuff that I thought people might like, but I didn't really ask anybody. And this, as a counselor, I'm gonna say, communication is really important in a family. And I think it is one of the easiest things to let go of or to neglect communication, right? Because you can get into this groove where like everybody's just kind of operating in their own world. But one of like, communication is important for the family, for the relationships, for the well-being of your mental health and your relationships. But I think it's also a huge factor in waste and debt, at least in my family, right? Like, because I refuse to communicate, because I'm so like hyper independent, I end up wasting money is the bottom line. Like I end up wasting way more money than I should because I don't ask. I don't get updates or give updates, quite frankly. Like I'm sure if I told my husband, hey, I bought hamburger patties for this time, right? Not even asking him, just saying like, hey, I bought this for this. Then maybe he wouldn't stop that night and get his own dinner. You know what I mean? So communication is important for many reasons. Planning ahead is important, and taking stock of what the hell you already have before you order any groceries. I know what you must be thinking, right? You must be thinking, wow, what an idiot, right? What a dumb idiot. 42-year-old woman who doesn't understand basic economics or home economics, right? And you would be correct. You would be slightly correct. Oh gosh, okay. This is the only one we didn't eat, and I don't know which salmon patty was which, and it doesn't have the date on it, and that drives me absolutely insane. So yes, you might be thinking to yourself, wow, what an idiot, what a dum-dum. Why doesn't she understand basic home economics or communication when she has a master's degree in counseling and tells other people what they should do to live a better life? I'm so glad we're talking about this. So yes, I am a smart cookie, right? I'm not a dum-dum. I'm not a big fat idiot, but I do have ADHD, and I was kind of like unparented as a child, all right? And Mom, I love you. I know you watch this. This is not a knock on you. We've talked about it, right? But I come from generations of unparented and trauma, right? So like every generation has gotten maybe a little bit better, right? Like my mom's childhood was not great, and mine was significantly better than hers. Same thing with my dad. But you can only do what you know how to do, right? You can't, like, you can learn, but I think a lot of how I was raised was very much like, oh, you've got it. Like, you seem smart. You're a good kid. You got it. Which was true for the most part. I did figure a lot of things out, and that was fine. It helped me, right? I was able to figure things out. I was able to do things for myself a lot. However, when it comes to basic stuff like budgeting, like household management, home economics, right? Cooking, managing inventory, keeping a tidy home, finishing the loop of a task that you start. My own parents had their own challenges in those areas, okay? And they had to figure their stuff out for themselves. They were in survival mode. I had to figure things out for myself. I was in survival mode. And now I'm like looking at how things are going for me as a parent, and I am like, oh dear God, I feel like this is perpetuating. So that's why it's important to me to try and figure this out now, try and be more mindful, try and be more intentional, so that I can feel more comfortable and confident in passing this along. Being a counselor is wild. Being a coach for people to help them with motivation and accountability is wild, because I do sometimes look at my life and I'm like, okay, like I feel like I'm talking to myself when I'm talking to other people. But I also think that coming from a place of being in it with people is also a positive thing, right? Like, I'm not some expert. I'm not Dawn from The Minimal Mom. I'm not Dana K. White. I haven't been doing this for, 15 years and have it all figured out, okay? I am in the trenches with you. Like, if you are someone who is also struggling, you have my full empathy, right? My full empathy and support, because it is hard, right? You can have a goal. You can be a super smart person. You can be aware of all the things you need to do, and yet still struggle and still feel like you're starting over and over and over all the time. Have you been struggling with staying on task or being accountable to yourself to meet the goals that you have set for yourself? If that is true, I would highly encourage you to join the Millennial Meg Declutter Your Life community. This community is something I am so proud of and so excited about. It's something I've been working on for the past several weeks, and it is finally ready to make its debut. If you have thought before about joining one of my accountability groups, but the price tag was just a little too high, I totally understand, and that is why I created the Declutter Your Life community. It is an affordable option where you can still get access to me. I will do weekly lives. I will do posts each week with a topic for discussion, and community members can make their own posts and chat back and forth with one another as well. I also have a printable ebook available for each month. We will have a theme each month. We will have tips and tricks for decluttering your house, household management, getting control of your life, and also even budgeting. These are things that I myself have struggled with for many years, and so I wanted to share with you. It is also so important to have accountability and knowing that somebody else cares whether or not you're sticking to your word. And so this community is an opportunity for us all to come together and meet in a virtual way that works for us at a budget that makes sense for you. If you are interested, please click the link below, check it out, and see if it feels like the right fit. I hope to see you there. So anyway, I feel like I'm just acknowledging the fact that this is messed up. Like, this is pretty messed up. It's not great. It is wasteful. I get it. But all I can do is try and clean it up now, try and make it presentable now, so that when the house sitter comes, she doesn't like open the refrigerator and run away. And that's it. That's all I can do. I can't go back. I can't go into the past. I can't fix everything that I did wrong before, but I can try and make better choices. All right, and these blackberries are absolutely deceased. They are mush. We're not going to eat this in the next week. Goodbye. All right, well, that was not the worst that it's ever been. Oh, that can go too. Yeah, that's really not. It's not the worst it's ever been. It has been much worse. So I think what I'm going to do, this also can go. I think what I'm going to do right now, it's only 2 bags of garbage. That's pretty good. I'm going to make a list of the things that we are running out of, like where I noticed we're running out of mustard. I am also going to make a list of things that we are doing great with, like things that we are awesome with, so that I don't buy them again. And also if you join my community, or I guess you can just buy the ebook, like the worksheets separate if you want. I'll make those available as its own thing, maybe for like $5 or something. But there is a printable in my worksheets where it's inventory. Like, it's literally just inventory lists. So an inventory for the pantry, inventory for the freezer, inventory for the refrigerator. I feel like the inventory for the refrigerator might be a little harder to kind of like keep up with on an actual piece of paper, just because things can kind of come in and out so fast. But I might fill it out, like pre-fill it out with my staples that we always have. And then I can just like either cross it out or put a check mark or something to indicate like we're good or we're running low. So if you're interested in something like that, that is one of the resources that I have in there. I will be using it myself, as we just discussed. And there are so many other resources in there. So if you want to look at it, take a little preview, there's a link in the description. It is included if you join the group or the accountability group in August. But if you just want the printouts and you don't want anything else to do with me, that's fine too. I'll have it there. I think that's it. We've done well. I will show you everything, all the finale shots, and I think that's all. Next time we will do the upper cabinets. That should be relatively quick. Then we can move on to the countertops, and then I will have a whole house clean for you, because I will be frantically doing that right before we leave in a few days. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope it wasn't too triggering. But if it was, hopefully you clicked away after I gave the warning. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.